So
I know what you're going to ask about the racism stuff, but it's not true. No, I'm sorry.
working with your friends and working with Jesse on the album, were they very honest with you? I mean,
I think
you
so.
felt that there was a relationship there that you guys could be honest?
Yeah, oh yeah, because the touring band, like me and Mike had been touring for the better part of 4 years. And Stramberg more like 6, but the three of us have been on like hundreds and hundreds of shows together in Europe and the UK and the US and Canada and festivals, and so by the time we got to that process of making that record that way, no one was going to be like, we wanted to make a great record, and if they thought if anyone thought anyone else was getting in the way of that, it got spoken to. But also we worked together so well that there wasn't much contentious time. And Jesse is as close to a band member as you could be without being a band member. He's seen hundreds of our shows. He's listened to all. He's been intimate. He's been at the recording for 3 or 4 of the albums or something. So he has a really unique perspective as a songwriter himself, but also as a guy who's like really intimately acquainted with the music we make, but not in it. So he could be like, "That's that thing you do. Don't do it here," or "You need to do that thing you do."
That's a good relationship.
Oh, it was awesome. It was totally beneficial for the record. And I could say similar things in a different direction about working with Rob, who is like a person who I ended up meeting initially and being very intimidated by because he's a bit older and he knows so much about music, and he made all the Elliott Smith records, which to me are like, they're very much like in the DNA. I feel like the Jesse thing pushed out, and the Rob thing would be like, Rob makes you smarter. You work with him and he makes you like think about arrangement, chord progressions, and both of those dudes were the right guys for those records, for sure.
Awesome. That's great. And you're playing tonight at Penn State.
That's
right.
You
played at colleges before?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Yeah.
And how do you feel about the shows? What's the environment like? Do you like playing the shows?
I do. I think it's different. I think there's something different about, I think a lot of times on a college campus, like, there's always a lot of entertainment, and a lot of it is free, and a lot of it is, well, you're paying to be in the schools, but you know what I mean? These like things are, so I think the relationship, I don't know the right way to say it, it feels a little bit less like a proper show in some respects, because the audience receives the show a little differently than at a club or whatever. But I've had really fun, and they're usually kind of different and a little weird in a cool way, and the shows are, I think there's a charm to each of them. I think I've played some college shows that have been like less than optimal in terms of that relationship. Like the audience can be a little more sort of scattered and passive. But then I've played other ones that I thought were really awesome. So, and that room is cool. It's kind of a punk rock show.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Do you have any tips on facial hair care?
Ha! I am not great at that, but I recently, someone gave me one of those Norelco electric razors. Look at me. I'm just joking. Someone gave me one of those Norelco electric razors, and it really helps to get like a nice kind of, I can still have a little thing going on, but it's like kind of sleek.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Cleaner.
Yeah, it's
what?
It's nicely.
Yeah. You have a nice thing coming in.
You're working kind of.
It's grown.
I kind of just need to shave. It's just kind of. This is more like laziness as opposed to.
I think they'll agree. I think you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I've always thought that about you.
Last question.
Yes.
You've been writing and releasing music for multiple bands under with different styles for 14 years now.
Oh my God, quite a while.
Where do you find the inspiration for all this? There's, for so long, so many songs, all different projects. Where does it come from?
I don't know. I mean, it's. I really like the puzzle of writing songs and like figuring out. I don't write songs that are like super stylistically groundbreaking. So I think the thing I like is to try to find interesting ways to not reinvent the wheel, but like put
small changes.
Yeah, new interesting spokes in it or something. I think that the inspiration for stuff is from all kinds of places, from other songs, from books, from movies, from conversations, from the world around you, from your past, from dreams, from stories you make up looking at people in the street. Like that stuff has always just been there. But I wrote something recently that I think is going to be on the next Bad Books record. Like stuff is, it comes. Whether I've learned to be more patient. I used to think like, oh, it's never coming back. I wrote the last one I'm ever going to read. And now I realize that's not true. That's also with help from friends who told me, like, hey dude, that's not true. It's going to come back. It always does.
Great. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, thank you. It's good to talk to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank
Oh,
you very
my
much.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
If you're angry